So, hi guys! I'm so amazingly nervous at the moment, but I'm also so incredibly happy that things actually works. So yeah, hi! I'm a noob, I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing at the moment, but things will hopefully go well. So, welcome everyone to my debut. I am... yeah, my real name is Jeena. No, not really, but yeah. I have two accounts and my name is Jeena on both of them. So I have one account to just make sure everything works well, and then I have one account that I actually stream on. So yeah. But welcome guys, and I'm gonna start by showing you a bit of my model, and I'm just gonna start from the bottom up and we'll see what you think. Hopefully you like it as much as I do, and thank you Sus for calling my voice pretty. That's kind of Anunga too. It's well, it's kind of good, you know, for a content creator to have a voice that is soothing and people want to listen to, because the voice is what I'm actually bringing to you, and my feelings and ideas and all kind of stuff. So, oh, and we have some more to say hello to, by the way. Sora, hi Sora, and Red too. And Clippy! Oh, thank you for being here, Clippy. I know it's super early for you, but I'm so grateful. And David is here. And is it Daryl or Chavez? I'm not really sure, but hi to you too. Oh, and Sean B. I see Sean B a bit up. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Very, very happy to see you. Yeah, I can use a really high pitch if I want to, but no. I'm actually a soprano, so when I sing and when I get afraid, I actually get a really high pitch sound. So if we are playing Minecraft or something scary, if something just jump scares me, you are gonna hear a very high pitched squeal. And I can't mimic that without that scary thing being there. But yeah, I have a high pitched squeal. So let's scroll down a bit, and you can start seeing that I have some shoes. Weird, huh? I have shoes. That's kind of something you need. So yeah, I have shoes. Oh yeah, cave sounds is horrifying, but also like if some random mob just jumps you. Yeah, I'm flying in the sky! Very correct, Sus. I am flying. Yeah, shoes. And we can scroll down a bit, and I have knees! And I move a bit. Yeah, very high quality shoes. I am so happy with them. And also the armor, it's so amazingly done, and I can't thank Rub Mom properly for them because I'm so happy with it. Yeah, pull-ups. Oh yeah, shiny legs. Very badass shoes. They are definitely made for walking and running and riding and killing and everything. Oh yeah. Yeah, I really like the armor. It's so shiny and you can really see that it's metallic. And yeah, I love it. And I also really love this cloth that is hanging down, like it's partly see-through and it moves when I move. So yeah. I really like that. And bulletproof, I'm not so sure, but definitely armor. And we have thighs. I know you guys like thighs, right? So yeah. And I know I'm not showing any skin here because, well, I'm out in the stable a lot, so then I kind of need proper pants because otherwise it's really uncomfortable to ride around in shorts or something like that. You need some type of cloth between you and the saddle. So yeah. Whoosh, whoosh. You guys want a booba reveal? So let's scroll down a bit more. Boots are disappearing, but here you have boobas! And booba! Oh, I lost connection with my cam for a bit, but there we go. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I had a bit of a problem with my cam before starting streaming. It seems like I have some type of problem with it now too. I don't know why, but apparently I do. So, unfortunately, I'm thinking I might freeze a bit sometime. I'm not sure why that is happening because I have proper light settings and all such things. But it is what it is. So I probably can't show you a lot of the movements because it's freezing for me. But I also really like the braid. Like the braid is moving with me. Yeah, every armor is really cool. I love it so much. The belts too, obviously. The belts came as a bit of a surprise for me, but they are so handsome. Yeah, what's a VTuber without a few difficulties? Very true, very true. Apparently it comes with the job, but would have been fun if we didn't have this kind of issues, but my computer apparently doesn't want what I want. Such is life, sometimes you can't have everything. Oh no, the model is correct, it's just my cam is somehow not working, I don't know why, because it was working this morning and I haven't changed anything since then. So I'm not so sure what's happening. But let's scroll down a bit and you can see me. So here I am. And yeah, I am freezing, I'm doing something, chatting quite a bit, apparently. But yeah, I really don't know why it's freezing that bad, but but thank you guys. I really like my model too, even though she's not responding to me, but I really like her. Yeah, yeah, I really like the eyes too. You can zoom in a bit on the eyes and just ignore the fact that I'm chatting and staring into some space that I'm not. But yeah, I really like the eyes. Thank you, Clippy. I'm trying my best, at least. Yeah, camera's not working, but I'm doing as best as I can. Thank you. Oh, Sus, I haven't actually seen Sword Art Online that far that I've come to Alice, but might be. I've just seen a couple of seasons of that anime. Yeah, I really like the hair too, Clippy. It's a shame I can't show you because the braid moves really prettily and also the side bangs as well. And I also asked Mom specifically to have something that didn't cover my face. Oh, are we back? No, we are not back. Yeah, I think almost back. So Cam still doesn't want to do what I want, but it's a bit more expensive. Yeah, I think we're back, people. Yeah, almost back. So yeah. Oh yeah, the scar is also something that I specifically asked for, because it's gonna come up in my backstory. So yeah, I really like the scar and how everything just moves when it works perfectly. So yeah. Yeah, I have a bit more control right now, right? So yeah. Whew. Thank you, Ungo. Yeah, I really like my smile too. I'm not so good at smiling just a tiny bit. I'm just like full mouth smile or no smile at all. But yeah. Oh, and also, I'm gonna shrink a bit so you guys can see a bit more. So yeah, this is my full model. So this is me. And I'm really, really happy with it. I'm so incredibly happy, and I'm so incredibly happy that you like it as well. Because I was really nervous about what you guys would think. Because, you know, I love it, but that doesn't mean that everyone else will love it too. Yeah, it's a lovely night sky. Of course it is. And yeah. Yeah, I've heard that too, that I look like a Genshin Impact character. Totally not something that I thought about, because Genshin Impact wasn't a thing when I ordered this model. I played it a bit, but not a lot. Yeah, feel free to take screenshots. I'm just so happy that you guys like it, so yeah. And also, I'm gonna zoom in so you can see a bit better. But I can also, if I want to, I can remove the booba armor. And I can also remove the shoulder armor. So I can be a bit more casually dressed, if I want to. Oh, hi Rengoku. I don't think I've seen you here before, but hi. Yeah, take all the screenshots you want and go. And sorry, I have played a bit of Genshin, but I haven't played it a lot. I might play it on stream, but I'm not so sure I will. Okay, so it won't be more stripping than this, though. This is all the stripping that I can do. I can take on the shoulder armor or the boob armor, any which way I want. And I can be completely without them too if I want to. Oh, I'm just like all smiles. I can't put my cheeks down. But if I want to get angry at you, you know, if you've done something bad or something, then I can get angry. What did you do? I just can't be angry today though, but I can't get angry. Yeah. If you haven't cleaned the stable or something, I can get angry. Yeah, Queen, you're late. I'm angry at you for being late. Yeah. Yeah, I'm angry. Mashanky. But yeah, I'm not good at being angry today, it seems. But maybe I'm also sad. The queen was late. Yeah, for my debut stream. I'm so sad. But I probably can't be that for too long either today. Just kind of in a happy mood today. No, it was a 20 queen. Yeah. Well, if you were reading, that's a valid response. You missed all the drama with me not having a working webcam. Like my model froze and it was a bit of a chaos, but yeah. Rengoku, you can ask a question if you'd like. And Zeus, I don't have any weapons with my model, but of course when I'm out battling or hunting and other things, yeah, then I do have a weapon. But not something that I can pull up with my model, no. Not at the moment. Might be something I do for a later model, but not this one. So yeah. No, you haven't missed the lore. I wouldn't have time to tell everything in 20 minutes. I'm not sure about which portal you mean, Rengoku. Yeah, I can use you as a weapon, sort of. I just toss you at my enemies, or should I just take you by your feet and smash you into stuff? Yeah. I need to drink some tea to clean my voice. I'm not sure where the portal is to your world, Rengoku. I'm not exactly sure, but I can try find it if you want to. So yeah, I'm kind of hand-to-hand combat sometimes, but mostly I ride into battle. So like, I have my big, ginormous horse that's called Moose. I usually take him into battle, but sometimes I take Lady into battle too. But mostly it's battle with horse. So yeah. Oh yeah, portal to the nether. We're gonna have to deal with that sometime. And tea break. Everyone have a tea break. It's important to hydrate. That's something that I've heard, at least. So yeah. Oh yeah, I have named them English names, so yeah. It's a bit easier to say Moose and Lady instead of Helge, you know. They have very Swedish names in real life, so yeah, they have English names now. That's gonna make it a bit easier for you guys. The tea I'm drinking today is red tea, like a rooibos tea. I'm not sure which flavor, because I can't find the bag, but yeah. And you might know how to pronounce their names, Ophelia, but that doesn't mean that everyone else does. Like Helge. Helge. It's not that easy. I can also spell it out for you, because that's one of the letters that isn't easy in Swedish. So it's Helge. Yeah. So, Yeah. So now I'm thinking that you guys probably also wanna hear my lore and some about that. So yeah. If you guys already know Queen Ophelia, then you know some of my lore, but not everything. Oh no, I'm not British, Sus. Not British. Yeah, Ophelia, I'm very nervous, especially when my model just didn't work and I like panicked for 5 minutes straight or something before stream because I couldn't make it function before stream. And then when I got it to function, I was sort of just like, breathe, breathe. And then I went live, and then it just stopped working again. And I just saw that my model was frozen, and I just kind of hoped that it wasn't a weird face, because I couldn't see my face then. I could just see my hand frozen in place. So yeah. Quite a bit of a struggle there. So yeah. But back to my story. And yeah. And now I'm frozen too because you can't see my face, but oh well. It is what it is today, apparently. Every debut has to have struggles, yes. And apparently my struggle is that my model isn't working. But anyways, it will work when it's working, I guess. But yeah, so the story about me. And we should probably get to a bit more of a cozy environment, like a campfire or something, but I couldn't get a campfire, so we just have to work with the forest. Yeah, I like forests, so yeah. So yeah, if you know Ophelia, you might already know some of my story, but this isn't a story about Angloheim and at all, actually. It's a story from my home country instead. And that's where we'll actually start. And it won't be that much killing, Ophelia. There wasn't that much killing before I met you, actually. A bit in between there was some killing. Kind of a lot killing in between. Ah, yes, you go. Very nice forest. Right. Back to Edinfell. That is where I was born. Edinfell is where I was born, taught, I rose, and I fell. And by the way, I actually had 2 blue eyes when I was born. So you're gonna have to imagine me having 2 blue eyes right now. But my parents were farmers, and so were the most people where I grew up. It was a small village in the middle of one of the biggest valleys in Edinfell. It was lovely. We ran around in the pastures, we played in the hay, we built entire villages with sticks in the woods, like, you know, little huts made out of sticks. And me and Lexus, who lived next door, were almost inseparable for this time. We did a lot of things together, so when we started school, I didn't think that it was a weird thing for us to go into the same school. It wasn't weird for me because we had spent our entire lives together. Hello, Jack. Thank you for coming. Though when I was a bit weirded out about me being the only girl in that school, but it didn't bother me that much. Most of us were put into either a school for farmers, where we learned things that we needed for farming, crafting, and other things that we needed for life in our village and the villages in the area as well. But some of us were placed in a school for knights. And I still have no idea why I was placed as the only girl in a school for knights. But learning languages, math, science, history, and horseback riding came really naturally for me. And I remember how I started a rivalry with the local knight son. And he might have been better trained, like he could run faster, and he was much better with horses than me because he had that kind of training beforehand. I didn't. But I was better at math and science. So, yeah. Hello, SqdPxl. Thank you. I hope you have a good evening too. Yeah. Though it was also during this time that me and Lexus started drifting apart. We were still friends, but the other boys weren't as willing to let me join in as Lexus was. And I started to prefer reading over playing, or playing with either dogs, cats or horses, not as much playing with the kids. And I even trained one of my father's cows, so I could ride the cow. It's a bit weird riding a cow, but it works. Yes, math queen! I really like math and reading too. But school does what school does, and we soon graduated. So I became a fledgling knight, and I started to serve a knight as his squire. And this knight was called Sir Charles, and he was a rather old knight, but I still learned a lot from him. And since he was that old, we didn't actually go into war and battle or that kind of thing. But we were out hunting in a bit. But the thing he learned me most about is the importance of knowing when to be quiet. He taught me how to gather information, how to blend into a crowd, when not to blend into a crowd, and how to threaten people without uttering a word. You know, you can just glare at people. If you glare at them, then they will do what you want. Yeah. But yeah. He also gave me my first horse Moose. Though back then he was just a foal. He had a lot of energy and he did a lot of pranks too. Now he's an enormous mass of muscles and fur, but he's kind of a trickster still, who really likes to untie my shoes and just untie everything that he can get into. But 3 years later, Moose and I headed out to our next posting. So I only studied under this knight for 3 years. Then it was time for me to start trying to become my own knight. So this time we had to serve under a lord, and it was a lord from the southeast coast. And it started out really awesome. The lord's name was Lord Andras, and he was very understanding and kind when I wasn't as used to battling with a blade yet. And under his rule I started training more with the sword, bow and arrow. So this was actually when I picked up my skills with the sword and axe. Sometimes I actually prefer an axe. But yeah, this is when I actually started learning martial arts a bit better. Sorry if I just get hung up on certain words, but it is what it is. English is not my native language, so yeah. After a year there, he married a girl named Ophelie. So not Ophelia, but Ophelie. It started feeling a bit like having a second family to me. Ophelie and I started to become friends very quickly, and as Andres became more powerful, he started to manage more knights, and I sort of got promoted into being Ophelie's personal knight. In reality, it wasn't a promotion because I kind of did the same thing, but in name I was knighted, and this is actually when I got my title. So this is when I became Dame Jeena and not just Jeena. Because Dame is what you call a female knight. And if you want to try making a manga about this story, Zeus, you are perfectly... just tag me into it. Yeah, because it is my story still. But yeah. Fan art is very appreciated. But if we continue back, because I'm just Dame yet. We haven't got into the drama and the blood. Because there is drama and blood coming. Don't worry, Jack, it will not be this sweet. So yeah, I am now Dame Jeena and not just a girl from a farm. And it felt really awesome to actually get my title and being a knight in my own might. I still trained a lot, but since I was Ophelie's knight, that kind of steadily took up more and more of my time. I didn't have as much time for moves as I was used to have, and I was also almost never able to read. She brought me whenever she wanted to go anywhere, which was most days. And there was some action here, because there was kind of bandits and other knights meeting us. Yeah, there was some battles, but not a lot. A bit of blood, but not a lot. And when we were back home then, Ophelie usually wanted help because she had really poor health. So I kind of had to help her a lot with, well, making food and fetch her warm water bottles, fluff her pillows, make her tea, rice porridge, you name it, I probably did it. You know what it's like, came from someone who's sick. So yeah, that was my days, more or less. I worked during the day and I worked during the night. Though when Ophelie was feeling better, then she used to take me out riding through the area, and that was really lovely. It was the first time I could geek out about horses, and it felt lovely to have a friend like that. Yeah, she sounds like a drama queen. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm a bit wholesome. Yeah. I'm really like the cozy and warm, happy feels. Yeah. But as time went on, I also started to see how the farmers were struggling more and more. Andras was raising more and more soldiers, and a lot of farmhands were put directly into training with sword without making sure that there was enough people to tend the fields. So I could see how there were less and less food for the farmers, even though Andras made sure that we had plenty. He still made sure to invite other lords to dine and game, and I usually spent those evenings either with Ophelie or chatting with the other knights. And one time Lexus, my old childhood friend, came over and we started chatting. And he had been out traveling a lot through Edinfell. And he actually told me then that a lot of lords were prepared for war. The king of Edinfell... yeah, this lord has politics and wars. I've done a lot of world building, yeah. But yeah, the king was getting old and there was no signs of an heir, which made the lords preparing to take the throne by force, because obviously they are lords, they want power! And other childish things. And Andras was one of the lords who wanted to take the throne by himself. He tried to get other lords to side with him, but at this point in time it was more or less every man for himself. But he also had more farmers than most of the other lords, so he figured he could get more lords to side with him with bribes. And to do that, he needed me. So my new task was to get to the townsfolk and either force them to give me resources that he could use, or to forcibly take some of their valuables. So I more or less had to go steal from people, which didn't feel that good. Felt kind of awful. Especially since I had my sword and they usually just had pitchforks. They couldn't defend themselves, so it didn't feel that good, but what else should I do? And this was also when Ophelie, she was also feeling bad, quite bad, and I had to, during the evenings and the nights, I had to care for her, because she felt even worse because of all the stress from the threat of war and such. But it worked. Some of the other lords started to support him, but that wasn't enough. It's never enough. He also wanted the support from another regent. Yeah, Ophelia. Yeah, my heart felt for the people too. It wasn't... it wasn't a great time. I had to take things they needed to survive. So it wasn't a good situation at all. And also since Ophelia was feeling worse and worse, I either worked stealing from people or I worked trying to keep her alive, more or less. Not happy fun time. But Andras wanted the support from another regent, so we had to leave. Ophelia stayed home because of her health, but me and Andras took some other soldiers and we packed our horses and went to another country. I would like to say that I was excited, but I wasn't. Most of all, I was just happy to find some time alone for myself. So we crossed the mountains and we stepped into Angloheim. And if you guys know Ophelia, then you know Angloheim as well. So this is my first time stepping into Queen Ophelia's country. So the castle, when we came to the royal capital, the castle was so huge compared to what I was used to. It was ginormous. It was so huge that I didn't even see the queen, actually. I knew Angloheim was ruled by Queen Ophelia III, since Ophelia always used to tell me that she wasn't crazy like an Ophelia. She really didn't like her own name. Yeah, huge castle for small queen. Well, when you're a farm girl and you have been to a manor, then a castle is ginormous. Yeah, almost like a Disney castle. Not quite. Yeah, but when we went to the royal castle, we only met her advisor. We didn't meet the queen. But even still, I could actually do whatever I wanted during the evenings, and that felt amazing. I can't stress enough how amazing it felt to actually have free time during the evenings. And a couple of days into the visit, I even snuck into the library, hoping that I could actually get to read something. I thought that I didn't need to sneak, but apparently there was someone there already. Well, back then, Clippy, I couldn't actually hear her yelling. Yeah, touch a bit of your stuff, Ophelia. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do a voice here, but I probably can't. But have you brought me my tea? Came a soft-spoken voice through the library, and I was a bit confused by this. Mostly because I'd never have thought that anyone would speak to me, and definitely much less ask me for tea. I could also see from her golden eyes that she was Queen Ophelia. I had to tell her that no, I wasn't one of her servants. And with my blue eyes, she could probably see that. Because in Angloheim, which is different from my country, but in Angloheim you get different eye colors depending on what you are supposed to be. So the royal queen has golden eyes. And blue eyes, which I had, would have been an indication for me being a noble. So definitely not a servant. But then she wanted to know why I was in the library. Which is fair. Definitely fair. I had snuck into her library without permission. And I kind of didn't want to admit that I wanted to relax with a book. But considering that she obviously loved books, I thought that she might understand. And that turned into us talking about different books and authors for quite some time. I even returned the day after that to continue talking with her. And so that's how I spent my days in Angloheim. I was chatting with Queen Ophelia during the nights, and I was listening to Andras plotting through the day. Because there was a lot of plotting. And discussions and other things. Kind of boring. And also things that I kind of realized that neither me nor Ophelia would actually want and actually liked. So I spoke to Ophelia about the situation back home and how Andras was abusing his power. And we came up with the idea of throwing both Andras and her advisor from power and punishing them for everything that they did. And that's also what happened during this time. I more and more started to tell Ophelia about what I saw and what I heard, and I started using what I had learned through my training to help her. Yes, our first crime together. One of the first of many. Yeah. So I told her about both what Andres did and what her own advisor did. But I still needed to return to Edenfell to carry out my part of the plan. And I also wanted to give Ophelia a way out. Since I knew that she was very upset about what was happening, I kind of figured that she probably wanted to get out of there. So when it was time to go back, I hurried to make Moose ready. And when we came to the manor, when we came back into Edenfell and then to the manor where we were staying, then I kind of hurried to make Moose ready as soon as we came and put all my things in order in my room and put all Moose's things in order for him. And I almost ran up to the stairs to Philly's room and I told her that we should probably pack her things as soon as possible, that there is going to be a war and Andres was crazy enough to even bring another army in to kill our own people. And we should escape what we could, and Queen Ophelia is going to help us. Queen Ophelia of Angloheim is going to help us. And I turned around and Ophelia's eyes was kind of black with hatred. And I remember her saying that no, I was to stay with her. And then everything just went red. Red is the last thing I remember. Then I can sort of piece some things together, but not really. Red is the last thing I remember. The next thing that I remember was when I woke up, and then I was lying on Moose's back. We were in the middle of a deep forest, and there was nothing but stars to guide our way. And we stopped by a clear spring, and I tried washing away as much of the blood as possible, and I put some bandages on, and I didn't know where I was supposed to go. I couldn't go back to Philly and Andres. They would either kill me then and there, just as soon as I came back, or they would kill me slowly, one way or another. I felt like I couldn't go back home either. I know now that I definitely could have gone to my parents, but right then and there, I didn't know that. So me and Moose kind of stayed in the forest for a while. We foraged for herbs. Though to be honest, he ate almost everything. Grass, leaves, pines, berries. I hunted a bit when I had the energy to do so. But I was kind of sad. But that's also the time when I started to get angry. Because Ophelia had made my life horrible. And then I also kind of noticed that it wasn't Andres who had done this. It wasn't Andres who had been the building force to all of this. It was Ophelie that had turned Andres into what he became. She was the one who made me do anything but what a knight was supposed to do. And she had, in fact, ruined a lot of lives. And that night when everything went red, I had taken my freedom back, and I wasn't about to lose it again. But I also needed armor and equipment, of course. So I steered back into the manor. During the night, I snuck back in and I gathered all of my things. All of the things that woman hadn't already smashed into pieces because she destroyed a lot of my things. But I found some things that were mine that she hadn't broken. And they had obviously stolen my money. So I went into the stable. And I went straight to one of the mares that I had started training. Her name is Lady. And she is a very shy horse, but she's also very, very faithful. And she would probably be worth what they owed me. So yeah, no stealing, but if I stole, I'm not sorry about it, not at all. But I took her things, and I jumped onto Moose's back, and then me, Moose, and Lady started our wander back south. When we crossed the mountain range and came back into Angloheim, I had one blue eye and one purple eye. So there you have it. That's my origin story. After that, I became a knight of Angloheim instead. And I got an amazing friend in Queen Ophelia. I have total freedom in what I do. Of course, I still carry out Ophelia's orders, but more often than not, I do what I want. I teach some of the new squires, and I train a few of the horses for other knights. I have a manor of my own now, actually, which is kind of awesome too. And this is the place where I do those things. I teach the squires and I train the horses. But I also go back to chat with the queen in the castle, so I also go there a lot. And it's just the life I always wanted. But it's also a life I never dared to dream about. So yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, I deserve Lady. She's awesome. She's extremely awesome. And I'm so incredibly thankful for her and for everything. Yeah, plot twist. Ophelie was the evil one. But yeah, I got my revenge. Or rather, Queen got her revenge on Ophelie. Yeah. That kind of was an awesome pairing, because I got help with Ophelie and I helped Queen with her advisor. So yeah. Lade is not a black horse. She's actually kind of chestnut brown in color. She's a reddish brown, and her mane and tail is black. And then she has 3 white feet and 1 black feet. 1 black foot. So yeah. Oh yeah, they still struggle with the politics. It's not as bad in Edinburgh that it used to be, but it's still quite bad. But now it's more like 2 or 3 big lords, and then everyone else has chosen sides. It's still probably gonna be a war in politics, and shit, but yeah, not as bad as it was. So yeah. Thank you, Val. Thank you. So yeah, that was my story, and I'm super happy you guys seem to like it. Because I've been writing this story for quite some time, and might not be as much blood as you thought, but it still was a bit of blood when I got my eye, but... Oh yes, the sequel. Jeena and Ophelia raise an army to war with the other countries and create a one-world order. Not so sure that will happen. There are kind of reasons why Angloheim is where it is. They have tried to conquer other countries, but it usually doesn't end that well. Because there is like a huge mountain range between, so it's kind of hard to defend after you have conquered it, but yeah. And especially Edunfell. Edunfell is more or less just mountains. Mountains and valleys. So it's kind of easy to defend one spot, but it's really hard to defend like a huge area. Yeah, thank you, Ungo. The most important thing is that you're safe and sound, Jeena. Yeah. Yeah. There was a struggle to come here, but now I'm safe and sound. And I'm stronger than ever, too. I've learned a lot from what has happened, and yeah. That's the thing that's kind of beautiful about going through difficult things, is that you learn a lot from them, and then you come out stronger than ever. There are some things that affect you a bit badly. Like, I have extremely low tolerance for people going, "Oh, but I only did this because I felt bad." No. Feeling bad is never a defense for something. It could be a reason for you, how you treat other people, but it's never like a get free out of jail card. It's not that. And yes, Queen Ophelia, Angloheim is the best country. And yeah, people in Angloheim is not very happy about me having differently colored eyes. That's kind of weird for them. Yes, the woman of doom. So yeah. Well, to be honest, they kind of usually see me when I'm out doing something. So yeah. But being scary has its advantages as well. I know you have a lot of get free out of jail cards, Ophelia. And I think I have enough. Get free out of jail cards with just the help of my sword and just mentioning you. That usually helps. But if not, then I'm certain to give you a call. Yeah. So guys, do you have any questions or something for me? Because now I'm kind of done. That was my story. Kill them all. Yes. Murder. Oh yes, and the pigeon. Of course. Of course. Yes. Yes, my main streaming games. My main streaming games will probably be Planet Zoo and Minecraft, maybe Sims. I will probably play a lot of those 3 games. So those are kind of my main games. Planet Zoo, The Sims, and Minecraft. But I also will play a bunch of other games, like I want to play Spiritfarer, or whatever. I don't remember what it's called. Actually, I can check that up. Yeah, Spiritfarer. Because that game got update, so it has a lot of new stuff, so I want to play that and see what's new. And now I have lost track of my cam again. But yeah, chill games. Very chill games. And SqdPxl wonders how long it took me to write all of that out. It is 5 pages long. And I also added a bit when I was chatting today. So yeah, it is a long lore. And I'm not sure how long it took, but it took probably 3 or 4 hours to write it, but I have like planned it in my head in advance, so it has taken a lot of hours to come up with this lore. And I have chatted a bit with Ophelia too to make sure that everything fits with her. Yeah. And Susie, if it's 4 AM, then you probably should go sleep. But yeah, it's almost done here. I was thinking about maybe playing some game, but because of a bit of family thing going on, I probably won't do that today. So I'm just gonna move the gaming part to tomorrow instead. Yeah, and sort of, I will probably do karaoke. I have some music things planned, so I will sing, definitely. And Imel, this is probably going to be my usual hour, either 8 PM my time or 9 PM my time will probably be when I start streaming. And I am from Sweden. So that is why I have this kind of unusual time thing going on. But also during the weekend, I'm probably gonna do some streaming in my morning. So yeah. But usually it will probably be around this time. I can sing a bit for you later on. I can definitely do that. Just come up with a song in that case, because I'm kind of... I don't really know which song I'm supposed to sing. I'm also planning that I will play a bit of a guitar and sing together, but I haven't figured out how to do that, and I also have to train playing the guitar too, because I haven't done that in quite some time. But yeah, music is coming. Yeah, Ophelia, Jeena and me and Ophelia has been writing a lot about our world since high school. Maybe not specifically this one, for me at least. But yeah, I really like story world building. So when I went to high school, I wanted to be an author. And the problem with that was that I got so incredibly stuck in world building that I never actually got to write. Which is a bit of an issue if you want to be an author. You actually need to write. And SqdPxl, what motivated you to start VTubing? Mainly Ophelia. We've been friends since high school. And when she started telling me that she was gonna start VTubing, then I kind of got curious about it, because I've always felt like I wanted to stream, but I also knew that I didn't want to show my face. And I also knew that I still wanted to have some way of expressing myself. And VTubing kind of seemed like the optimal solution, because then I could world build all I wanted, and I will world build for me, and I could express myself without showing my real face, and I could be, of course, I could be an anime character. Who wouldn't want to be that, you know? So yeah, it was kind of the perfect thing. And sort of ASMR horseshoe replacement. I'm not sure about horseshoe replacement, because that's not ASMR, that's very loud. But we can see. I can probably do some ASMR horse sounds. I can try doing that. Oh, and thank you for the music. I can get the lyrics for that, and then I can sing that. And I used to play the guitar, SqdPxl. It was quite a while ago, but yeah, I used to play the guitar. And Imel, you play tabletop RPGs? No, I actually don't. I tried once or twice, and we had a group in university that played a bit. But yeah, not really. It's something that I think it's really interesting with tabletop RPGs, but it's a bit difficult to get a group and to play together. It's kind of a lot of things that has to work out, but I'm really interested in D&D and such, but I don't do it myself. Yes, Gneg ASMR. A lot of Gneg. This actually, the sound where the horses are eating hay is incredibly soothing. So I might try to do some recording of that, because that is awesome. Oh, you do music for a living, SqdPxl. That's amazing. I'm not nearly that good. I'm more or less I can play some chords, and I get into a bit of trouble when I try to do the more difficult ones. But yeah. Bye bye, Zeus. Have a nice evening. Have a nice sleep. Yeah, I'm soon done with the stream, so yeah, thank you. And Queen says that he's great at it, then you'll have to show me. I really like music. My voice is a bit rough today, but yeah. So, thank you for the music. I want lyrics too. So, more tea, because if I want to sing this thing, then I definitely need to drink some tea first. Oh, thank you for subbing, SqdPxl. Thank you. And I will definitely check him out, Ophelia. You can't keep him for yourself. And my model has stopped working again. But that's fine. So, I'm not sure my voice will allow for this, because it's been a bit difficult, but I will try. So, thank you for the music by ABBA. Without music on, so it's just gonna be me singing and no model visual thing going on. Not quite sure why. I'm nothing special, in fact, I'm a bit of a bore. If I tell a joke, you've probably heard it before. But I have a talent, a wonderful thing, 'cause everyone listens when I start to sing. I'm so grateful and proud. All I want is to sing it out loud. So I say thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without it? I ask in all honesty. What would life be without a song or a dance? What are we? So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me. Mother says, I'm not a bit unsure how this part goes actually. Mother says I was a dancer before I could walk. She says I began to sing long before I could talk. And I've often wondered, how did it all start? Who found out that nothing can capture a heart like a melody can? Well, whoever it was, I'm a fan. So I say thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without it? I ask in all honesty. What would life be without a song or a dance? What are we? So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me. And I still don't know what this part is supposed to be without the music. But I've been so lucky. I'm the girl with golden hair, which I am. And I apparently want to sing it out to everybody. What a joy, what a life, what a chance. So I say thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without it? I ask in all honesty. What would life be without a song or a dance? What are we? So I say thank you for the music, for giving it to me. So thank you guys. Yes, send everyone who wants to sing, want to hear singing to me. I really love singing. So yeah, that is something I can promise you too. If you go to my stream, you will probably hear me singing at some point. So I'm the singer, Ophelia is the dancer. That's kind of our split. So yeah, so thank you a lot. Thank you for all the kind words that it really warms my heart because, well, I love singing and it's so kind of you to say that you enjoy my singing, even because I feel like my voice isn't that good. I had a bad cold more than a week ago, but my voice still isn't good. So when I sang, I was kind of like, okay, here is a bubble coming up. But yeah, I really like singing. And Ophelia, that wasn't my best singing. I was sitting down and my throat was all like bubbly. So it wasn't that good. Yeah, my voice is far from perfect. I haven't done any warm-ups. I sort of just try to breathe correctly before I started singing. That's all I did. You're supposed to kind of go like pre-singing things. And I didn't do that. Yeah, that wasn't my full power. You're quite correct in that one. I can go much... like, the thing I see when I sang this one is that I wasn't as secure in the high pitch notes. And I definitely... the high pitched notes are kind of what I'm best at usually. And I'm not sure about 1% right now, but it's about 50%. 50, 60, maybe. Yeah, so when I actually do sing with... No, maybe not with a guitar, because it's difficult singing properly with a guitar. But if I do karaoke streams, it will definitely be 100% right then and there. But yeah. Yeah, thank you guys. Should old acquaintance be forgot, and days old lang syne? Should old acquaintance be forgot, and days old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll take a cup o' kindness yet for old lang syne. När läger elden brunnit ut och dagen nått sitt slut, då samlas vi kring våran eld, dörren, 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 dörren. Vi grunnar på den tid som gått och blickar mot en ny. Men alla minnen som vi känt kan aldrig suddas ut. Yeah, a bit of a Swedish one. When I was young, we usually sang the Swedish version, which is basically when the campfire has stopped burning. But yeah, it's Old Lang Syne. Yeah, Old Lang Syne is kind of... That's one thing that I can almost always sing in a good way. So yeah, that's why I chose to take that one. Yeah, that's Mel, that's kind of the song that Queen Ophelia wanted me to sing first. Thank you for the music. That is a song that in Sweden we usually play at New Year. That is our New Year song, and together with some other songs from ABBA too, but it's a New Year song. And Old Lang Syne is apparently a New Year song in the English world, but for me, it's a campfire song. So for me, it's a summer night song you sing when you're in the camp and a campfire. But yeah. Yeah. Do you guys want one more song? This was kind of fun to sing, especially if you guys kind of like it. And you can clip it as much as you like. Clips are very welcome. Oh, Silent Night. Can't do that one. I'm just gonna pull up some lyrics for that one too. Maybe not in Swedish. I have no idea why Google just gave me, here's the Swedish lyrics, when I want the English ones. Yes, clicking ASMR. My keyboard is a bit loud. Maybe it's because I'm kind of new, but I'm not sure why you can't clip, but I can check in on it later on. It will be more singing later on, so no worries. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at the sight, glory stream from heaven afar, heavenly hosts sing hallelujah. Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born. Silent night, holy night, Son of God, love's pure light, radiant beams from thy holy face, with the dawn of redeeming grace. Jesus, Lord, at thy birth, Jesus, Lord, at thy birth. I had a bit of an issue with my voice there again. But yeah, this is a song I actually kind of enjoy playing with because you can really go up the high notes a lot. So yeah, that's what I did at the second verse. Well, the third verse it is. Then I started playing a bit with it. Thank you guys. Thank you. So do you want a last one? Well, hi Virgo Omega. Hi. Thank you for coming. Yeah, you're kind of in the last bits of it, but yeah. Thank you for coming still. More tea needed. You're perfectly free to fall asleep, Jack. It's really kind of... I'm happy to... happy that my voice is calming you. Yeah. You're more than happy. You're more than welcome to fall asleep. My favorite song, I'm not sure if I have one. That is the issue. But... And I'm especially not sure if I have that one on... this computer. Apparently I do. Yeah, voice is a bit of an issue at the moment. Let's see if I can... I cannot shrink that. Because I still want to see chat. So, there we go. Now I can see chat and I can see lyrics at the same time. Am I strong enough to take on this world alone? Am I brave enough? 'Cause I'm drifting further and further from home. And from where I stand, it looks kind of high, but I'm still jumping in. 'Cause I will try for you. Do what you said I could do. And though you might never know how much I miss you, it's all I do. This is for you. Okay, that went a bit loud, bit squeaky. This is for you. When I feel the wind blow, I know that you're here with me. It's time to let it go, but I'm holding on to the memories. 'Cause from where I stand, it looks kind of hard, but you're holding my hand. 'Cause I will try for you. Do what you said I could do. And though you might never know how much I miss you, I always do. This is for you. Yeah. I'm not losing my voice, Ophelia, but it's getting a bit raw. And this song was a bit difficult for me to do without being properly warmed up. But yeah. So I think we're gonna end with a Swedish song. So this will be the last one. And this is one that I know I can sing. Yeah, I'm not forcing myself, Jack. It's just when I start to sing, I can't stop. But this is the last one. And this will be easier for me to sing also. It's a good one for singing when your voice is kind of icky. Natten går tunga fjät runt gård och stuva kring jord som son förlät skuggorna ruva. Då i vårt mörka hus stiger med tända ljus Sankta Lucia, Sankta Lucia, Sankta Lucia. So, that was a very traditional Swedish song. Yeah, thank you, Virgo. Thank you. But do try to keep it in English so the rest of the chat can see what you're writing. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, what a day to be a Swede! And a surprise duet, because Big Doggo was outside of the door barking. So yeah. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you so much. You guys really made my stream that much that better. Thank you a lot for coming, and thank you so incredibly much for the kind words, especially because my model has stopped working again and now it started working just because of that. Okay, I just need to tell the model that it's not working and then it starts working again. Yeah, thank you so incredibly. No. Kisses. Kisses. Mwah. 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 Thank you a lot. Yeah, thank you, Philia. Thank you. All tips are welcome. Yeah, thank you, Sean B. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Red. Well, thank you all for coming. I'm so incredibly happy. Yeah. And my mother is actually, her birthday is tomorrow, so I'm a bit unsure when I can stream, but I'm hoping to get in a late night stream my time, but I give you more information tomorrow in that case. Otherwise, I'm gonna stream on the 29th. I'm gonna do a longer stream then. And for the time being, I'm gonna stream a lot, and as long as my vacation is, that is.